You said something earlier about, with some of your guys in Holland, this understanding that they get to be a part of something bigger. That's so significant. And, let's take cycling out of the equation, but just for an individual to have a moment of reflection in any walk of life. And it's great that we get to do it around a sport that we love in cycling, but they realize that actually they can play a part of a bigger story than just themselves, a bigger story of the challenges they're facing, a bigger story of the successes they're going through. It's no matter who you are, if you get down to that reality of that you are a small part in a bigger picture, that's very humbling. And that can have it's amazing because it's that kind of like, that continuous circle that not only can that have an impact on the individual that's going through that, kind of recognition, but it's also having an impact of some of the projects that you're involved with and some of the hope. I mean, we're talking about, these countries that have had, recent conflicts, and just through the beauty of riding a bike can give an outlet, as you say, to what previously has been used or what previous has been abused in a destructive manner, being twisted and turned into more of a productive manner, and an outlet that can have a huge impact in not only their own lives, but also their local community. And as we've seen, if we extrapolate that further, with athletes like, Eliud Kipchoge on a national and international level, that is powerful. And I love that. And all from the simple act of expanding the possibilities of what you can do on a bike and the community that comes from it.
Jordan, I have to say, I hope this is like the big correction that comes from this younger generation. I think there was a big push maybe when we were growing up to, especially in the States, about, individual expression. And, we had to always kind of distinguish ourselves from the crowd, and we had to shine on our own. And I'm increasingly of the view that that's a lonely place to be, and it's not very satisfying, no matter what you achieve.
Absolutely.
Because ultimately, if you don't get other human beings involved, then really how shiny can you be?
Absolutely.
And honestly, when I compare the feelings of something that I may be able to achieve individually, at work or in any other realm, versus how I feel when someone else completely outside of me does something together in this network that benefits everyone, I get this sense of like swelling pride that I'm part of something bigger.
Absolutely.
And it sounds like maybe cliche and a bit like bullshit, but to be honest, I'm really like a disciple about collective action these days.
Absolutely.
I'm just loving it. I'm loving like everybody who just puts their hand up. And that's the coolest thing about this project so far. It's just gained a little bit of traction. And then suddenly people just from all over the place reaching out, even like yourself, just coming forward and saying, we'd like to be part of this, or we're part of it with Masaka, and this is how we see our role to play. And I just think, God, that's so neat, and what maybe together, all of us, focused on a singular task, a singular challenge, we might even achieve it. Who the hell knows?